So I've spoken on log level. I've spoken on template. Okay, let's see an exception. Let's see if I can do something on an exception to just show how an exception should be handled. There are still other things, right? So how can we do this now? Okay, let's say
you can just give one example each for exception and for the Serilog, and that's
don't know. Okay. Jesus, that time is short, but let's see.
I see you enjoy it though, but
okay,
yeah, it's cool.
Let's say throw new exception. This is a test exception. Now this will be caught here. What many people would do?
The E.
Right. What many people do, you just come here and say logger. Now you log error. They don't do this. This was what happened that I was telling you.
I knew that was what you were saying.
An error
occurred.
Now, when you see with this like this now, when you run this, well, okay.
I think you can just comment out those other ones.
Let me comment out this. Okay, let's run this now. Are you saying? So you see the message, an error occurred.
So what is the error?
Okay, what exactly? Very valid question. Meanwhile, you did not get the error that occurred. Just imagine. But the error is, this is a test exception. You are not seeing it anywhere in your code, but you handled the error. So what you just need to do, this exception, it's not hard. Just pass it here. It's not difficult. Now run this and see. Are you saying? See the exception. Exception, system exception. This is a test exception. Where is it thrown at? Program.
And it gives you the line.
It gives me the line 28. And if you come down, you see line 28 is what through the exception. Right? So just this alone, you've saved many people. You've even saved yourself. Right? Now, let me see. You guys will wait to. Now, okay, which can I do now? So I want to show us how people that use this can be able to log a time for every. I want to show us how to make use of time. I want to show us how to make use of scope. Holy Spirit, help me. Which one am I?
Okay, maybe after this, then you won't have to show the Serilog part.
Yes, after this, I will show the Serilog part.
You won't have to do.
I will show. No, I want to show that part. Come on, I need to show that. Okay. Sorry. Let me go to Serilog. What I will do, right?
Okay.
I promise a detailed Git repo that we have these things on, especially on console. I'm using a console application. You can see it's there here, right? I will itemize everything.
For the scopes and the timing, it will take time now, right?
Okay, let's go. I will just try and see. So.
Or you just do the scope and the time together.
I want to show us
separately
how to max sensitive data using Serilog.
Okay.
I want to show us also how easy it is to log time using Serilog. But I still want to show us how to log time here.
Okay,
so
yes.
We are going to. Okay, let me do that. Right. So I want to just show us a quick one on scope and what does scope means, right? Scope means putting a particular set of logs in all logs that come in that particular block is tagged with something. Now I will do this. Let me show you. I'll show you with code. Okay, let's make this payments. Okay. Let's remove all of this. Okay, let me just make this payment ID. Payment ID and call this int. Okay, and let's make this what can we make this now?
Amount.
Yeah, payment amount. Nice one. Payment amount. Now, okay. Sorry.
I think you can just make it ID amount since we already have the class as payment.
Yeah, that is also a good one. Okay, so let's say ID, let's say amount. Yeah.
The amount can change to decimal.
Yes, yeah, decimal. Okay. Now we can have let's say the payment here. Okay, goes to new payment. Okay, now let's just put ID as one. ID as one. Okay, now we have this.
Okay.
What does scope? I've told you what scope help us to do. So let me just say, so I will not bog us with so many code. Let me see how I can get something. So scope is disabled by default. So to enable it, I can come here. Okay, I can come here and say no. Okay, x dot scope include scope, and I can say equals to true, right? Something. Okay, equals to true. What am I missing? I've missed something that I'm coming.
Okay.
Ctrl Z. I'm missing something.
I think it should be dots instead of comma. S dot scope dots S dots or
X dot include scope. Okay, equals to true. What is it crying for? Okay, let me see. No. Okay. Then let's do this. Why are you crying?
You can put your cursor on it. Let's see what the error is.
Let's see what he's saying.
As one parameter, but
what
is invoked
parameter am
with
I
3
missing?
arguments.
What parameter am I missing? Sorry, Joe. So let's do this. No, you don't need to pause. Ctrl K, Ctrl D, Ctrl K, Ctrl C. I'm just going to do this. Okay, we have builder. Oh, let me see what I'm missing. Option. Okay. Ctrl C. Let's come down and let's do this. Ctrl V. No. So everything needs to be. So I was leaving out this. Are you seeing this colibris here?
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm now putting in more than one option. Okay. So this is the scope. So let's say true. Okay. By the way, this configures your console timer. So your timer comes in this format. You can do this too. Okay. So now going over to scope, I'm still going to paste another code and I will explain. Okay. Okay. Let's have this. Where am I? We have this. Okay. So it's going to be using. So the simple thing is just making a particular set of logs, right? Have one like this ID now. You see this payment ID. So let's just say payment dot ID. So you see this payment ID now. It will be cut across all these logs. I'll show you. So let's say payment dot amount. Now let's say this is a tracker, so you know when it finishes this for whatever, it must run your finally. Okay, so let me make sure I have every other logs commented out. Ctrl K, Ctrl C. Why am I, is this slow? Okay, so now, okay, no other logs here. So see this, right? You will see something added to the logs automatically. All logs. I did not add payment ID here, which is new payment for, and this payment completed. I did not add payment ID here. But are you saying that it's there by default?
Yeah.
Are you saying that it's there by default? Even if you check the other one, you will see payment ID there. Look at it. So with this, as many logs that I add in this space, right, is going to add this payment ID. So it's even an easy way to track this. So we can say, like I told you before now, that you can say, okay, every logs that pertain to pay order should have order ID. So, and when you are making payment for an order, every log should have that order ID too. So you can do it like this on the part that processes your call, and just add the order ID at the top. So every order log, if I add any other log here like this, I add any other log, this is a test log, everything is going to carry out this paper. So is called a scope. So I don't need to repeat this
The ID.
payment ID for everything. It's encompassed in the scope and added to the logs. Then Ctrl Z. So with this, I'm just I want to show us how to time our request, right, on this. Then after that, we're just going to go to Serilog and just see one or two things on Serilog, and that should be it. Okay, so I'm going to show us how to time our request. So to do that, there is something called if you look at this, I'm using this what do you call it now, IL viewer. It tries to show you the inner part of a code. When you look at this viewer, it's making use, you will see it somewhere where you iDispose, right? iDisposable. So you know that what happens is, once this block of code finishes, it
disposes,
closes everything that happens to that code, make it available for garbage collector and the rest. So now we are going to also make use of this, extend the what's the name now? Extend the iDisposable capability to make sure that we log our time.
But yeah, why you're not using catch? Why try and finally?
So because I want catch, we only execute when there is an error, when there's an exception. But finally, if there's error, if there's no error, do all you are doing, that code must run. Any code in the finally.
So if there's an exception, the finally can still.
It will handle exception and still come.
But it can't really like log the exception itself.
No, it will log it now. So cache, what the cache does.
I'm talking about this finally.
Okay, don't worry. Let's see this.
Like when you don't add catch.
Yeah.
You just finally, and there's an exception.
When you not it's going to run finally now.
It will exactly.
It's
that's
going
what
to
I'm
run
saying.
finally. Yes.
I get you.
Yes,
so that's I just want to clarify that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
That's fine. Okay. So I'm just going to add, to do that, right? I will add a class. We can call the class. Okay, let's call it timed operation. Okay. Let's call the class timed operation.
You want to create the class again, right?
Yeah.
A new class, okay.
Yeah, a new class called timed operation. So I'm just going to copy in a block of code and I will explain it for you. Okay. It's just simple. It makes use of it's a long one. It's a bit of a long one, and there's it. All right. So I can just implement the lines of code here. You will see what is referenced. Everything referenced here is still your normal Microsoft extension login, which comes in when you're using a Microsoft. In fact, this is the first login you have before adding anything. So that is why I want to show it out, so that people can actually use this to log and see how long it takes for their time, how long it takes for a particular process or to run on. It logs it for you, right, out of the box. Okay, so with this, I'm just making use of the iDisposable. You can see this is making, with this, inheriting from disposable, it means that this is a disposable object. And with this, what I'm just doing, I have two I have this my timed object here. What is taken? This is your iLogger. This your iLogger already gives you the capability to log to your provider and whatever. Then this is your log level. You know it already, which is your trace, depending on the level you have. Then this is the message. Now, all of this is also, these are your objects. So let me tell you what those are. Things like this, all of this, payment, all of these objects that are passed or that are logged in your application, all of them are passed in using this. So in this place, actually, all of them are passed here. That's why it's an object, an array of objects. So no matter how many they are, it picks all of them together and takes them in. And this is your time. This is the timestamp. So this is the time, the
Why is it
service.
Long? Why is it long for
okay because I'm going to be logging this in milliseconds, right? Okay, so it can go long, so it's just better you just be on the safer side. And int takes shorter. Yeah, so that you don't have any data clip.
Okay.
So so what I'm just doing, this is my time operation. I'm passing in a logger, I'm passing in the log level, the message, and all the templates. Then if you look at this place, okay, I will show it here. Your logger, this is your this is just your instantiation, right? Your logger, your message, your argument. So now this new argument here, I'm having length plus 1. So what I'm trying to do is, whatever is coming from here, I'm copying it. I have it, and I want to add this my object here, start time template. Start time, the starting time. Yes, I want to add this object. That's why I'm just copying this. I'm using this array.copy and just add this one here. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Then the dispose, of course. When the time elapses, all you need to do is to get the message template completed in the time it completed, milliseconds, of course, and the argument. So now we cannot use this like this. We need to have more of like an extension for it, right? So this is the extension that we are going to be calling every time. So this is the, so I'm just going to add it here, add a new class, Ctrl V, and do this. Okay, and again, sorry, I'm just going to add a block of code, right? But I'll explain. So I copied in a block of code. So this is just an extension on the time operation that we've done, the disposable time operation that we've done. And what it does is just have two the same method, but different overload. One of the overload have log level, the other one doesn't have. And why this one, this overload is just calling this operation here, which is the begin time operation, is just passing in this method here. So this is just to extend this so that we can use this anywhere as we want to use it. So I'm just going to show us the implementation of it, and it's very simple, right? So we can do this, very simple. Come to your program, where we have the log, so we can comment this out, comment this. So it's still using Control K, Control C. It's still using the using block. So remember, this is coming from our extension,
your custom,
right? Yeah. So all you need to do, handling payment with payment ID. So we can just say payment ID dot ID, then okay, payment dot amount. So I'm just adding a delay here. So let me just Control X and put this at the top. So I'm just adding a delay of 20 milliseconds, right? Okay. So you can see when I run this, now look out, this is just the only thing we are logging, just this one thing that we are logging here. Okay, so when I run this, you can check, you will see that 2 logs came in. First of all, the initial log I had, which carried the time and all of those things. Then look at the completed log, telling me the time it took are you saying operation duration in milliseconds? Are you saying it? This is the time it took for this method to run. So this can really come in handy if you are making use of the Microsoft Logger. You don't need to just prick your head. With this, you can put this and put in any process. It's going to accurately tell you the time and instantly log it for you. So you don't need to do a separate log. You just need to run all your processes you are running that you're supposed to run here. And at the end of the day, you just get an easy log telling you the time this particular process or run. Okay. Then in a very quick one, right?
Okay.
When you want to log in this model, so let's do this inside here. Let's say, okay, let's say logger dot log info. Okay, let's say this is this is a payment object. Okay, so this is a payment object. So with this, the way we're using this anyway, you can actually add the entire payment object, because before now we've been adding just properties. Adding the entire payment object is just
payment.
JSON. You serialize it. Okay. JSON serializer. Where are you, right? Dot serialize.
Are you using tests or
no?
Which one? Okay. Using JSON?
No, I just inbuilt JSON. Dot serialize. I don't want to use the asynchronous one. Okay, yeah, and you just pass in the object, which is payments.
Is this not where the risk part comes in? Imagine
yes,
it's coming.
So, okay, imagine
if in a case like something like this, it's coming with like a pin and all of that.
Yeah. So, but this is where I will dive into Serilog.
Okay.
Yes. So this is so with this you can just log in and you will see your payment, the entire payment object. This is a payment object, and you see it that it take it as your
it's not
payment.
Seeing
Where are you?
It's not seeing it. I think it's unreachable. The code is it there?
Wait, I'm coming now. Let me remove this other log. Oh, I may be looking at, don't worry, I'm coming. I may be looking at Control X. Let's put it here and let's do this. Okay, so that part is not reachable simply because I did not add this. So I'll put a payment object. Okay, so I can now run this. You will see it now. Just it alone. Yeah, so look at it. This is the payment object. All right. So now that brings us to Serilog. So let me do this quickly. Add a new project. I will call this Serilog console. What do I call it? Serilog login class. Serilog login class.
Or just Serilog login.
Oh, Serilog login. No, I want it to be console.
Okay, is it going to be console?
Yeah, console. S-O-L-E. Yeah, thank you.
There's a mistake. O-L-E. S-O-L-E.
S-O.
Console. Console now. C-O-N-S-O-L-E.
And double G for login, right?
Okay. Woo. Yeah, thank you.
No easy.
Okay, so we have this. So remember the drill. Same here. So the first thing we're going to do, okay, not a class, we're going to add a new get package and call it Serilog. Serilog. So this is Serilog. Okay, and add it to the Serilog long yo. So with this, right? program. With this, we will have access to Serilog, and we are still going to have access to our login, what it is now, our login configuration. So iLogger. So we're still going to have access to our iLogger. So let me do this. So now, if you click on this, we have Serilog, add missing important. So are you saying using Serilog, right? What is it going for? Okay. So now you need to add a provider. So in Serilog, you use .write to. Okay. And now we did not add any provider. The same thing that happened that time. So you will not see anything you want to log to. So, but for Serilog, to get Serilog providers, you can have sync. Sync. You go with Serilog sync. Remember, Microsoft, we went with Microsoft login, then every other thing that came. So with this one, you have the sync. So we can have Serilog. Oh, what am I doing? Serilog .sync. So
we doing
providers.
console?
Yeah. I want to show you how to do some of those things we did there. Yeah, I think that will. So all the providers, are you saying this is Fi, this is console, debug,
periodic
see, look at application inside. This is sync, Elasticsearch, and the rest, right? So, but let's do this, right? Let me add this. So what I added now, I added 2 providers, right? I added console and a file provider. So now I'll do this for you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll do this. Ctrl+C. Okay, so now when I do .write, if I go back now and see dot, you'll see console here. Console will show now. Then I can come down. Where are you? Come on. I can come down and say, and do this. Now, I added console provider, I added file provider. On file, what you do, you can put in the parts of the file. So, this is the parts you want the file to be formed. Then you can say every new day with this rolling interval. It means that every new day, a new file will be created. Then, with this rolling size, so when the file size has gotten to maximum, it creates a new one like that. So now with all of this, we can now come down and just come down to our logger. But I'm missing something. I'm coming. So we can come down to, okay, yeah. So you now put in your logger, your instance logger dot, this. Yeah, that was what I'm forgetting. So you cannot have your logger.log information, right? Now we can pass in something here now. What are we going to pass? What are we going to pass in? This is a log. Now I will show us. So if you come, let me run this now. I'm running the Serilog console. Let's see. Later we're going to see our logs. Are you saying this is a log, right? Info. This is so Serilog has a way of making things fine, right?
You should have created a file now.
Now, yes. So to see the file, this is what I will do. I will right click on this and edit. You see edit, open in. So I'm opening the exact location this file is, and I'm going to the bin debug. Are you saying this? This is a log. So now I've added Serilog, and when you run it, you see this is the log. And at the same time, remember we added 2 providers, which is our logs will be sent to 2 different outputs. Okay, and we have the console which we are seeing here. So let's see where this is logged to a file. So to do that, you come to add, you come to open in File Explorer. This is the project, and you go into the bin folder. Where are you? The bin folder, the debug, and this is the file. This is our logs. So with having that console there, or having that provider there and that configuration there, you see that our logs like this, the logs will be coming on this file. Then when it's a new day, automatically another file will be created here. And you will see this file is named log. If you see today, this is today's date, 2025, the 5th month, 23rd. Yeah. So it's going to create when it's 2026. I mean, when it's
like
24 tomorrow, you'll see that it will name the file. So it gives it the date of the file.
Wow. Okay. So
Wow.
Not why yet though. So now I want to what am I going to show us now? Okay, so let me just show some quick things using this. So I'm copying this code to this console, so we don't need to. This is the code we used before payments. Okay, so now we want to log payment. Okay, let me copy the other one at the top. This is the same code we used before via payment. So let me even copy not okay. Let me copy this here. Let me copy this. Control C and come here. So this is Serilog now in action. Control V. Now information. Now this is payment. I don't need to do with Serilog. I don't need to do JSON converter. No. So all I need to do is to pass it here. Payment, right? Okay. But when I run this, of course, it's going to see it as a string. It's seeing it as a string.
Not
payment,
JSON.
Not JSON. So all I need to do for it to see it as a JSON is the @ at the back. And when I run this, it's going to see this as JSON. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this?
Wow.
Then, if you want to make this a string, to come as a string, of course, the way it was before, all you need to do is to put a $. But of course, this is already a string. So, a very good way to show it is a dictionary. Can we create a quick dictionary?
Great dictionary.
Sorry.
New dictionary.
Okay, let's make it a string of string.
Okay.
String of string. Then Barnabas. Okay. Let's say new. Okay. Let's leave it like this. Oh, what is your problem? Okay. Put this here. What is he crying for?
It's not assignable to parameter type char.
Okay.
Char.
ID name. Let's do it like this.
But you're using a string. How does that even know?
Yeah, so how is it seeing it as wait, I'm coming. Let me see. Equals to which? New. Okay, sorry. This is what I'm supposed to use.
Or maybe you don't use the new keyword.
No. I'm supposed to use new dictionary. Okay. Let's do
just
like
pass
this.
the yes.
Okay, where are you? Okay, let's have it like this. Yeah, thank you. Let's say one name. Put let's say 2 or 2 age. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Ag. Okay, but with this, now if I pass this here like this, let's say dictionary, DICT TION. Okay, and pass dix here. You will see that I don't need to pass anything because it recognizes that this is a string. It also happens on a list, dictionary, on arrays like that. So when you run this, you will see automatically it's going to present this as an object. Are you seeing it? Yeah. But if now in this case, if I want it not to display it as an object, but as the name of the string, that is where I now put the $. I just wanted to show that. Now with this $, it's not going to now make it an object. Are you saying? Are you saying?
But
so it puts the name of the object, everything, yes, of this thing. So when you are using the @ sign, it makes a normal
Strings.
this normal strings
to JSON.
to JSON. When you are using, when you want to use, when it's a list, you make sure you use the $sign if you want to just put out the name of the object there. So what quick one can I show you? Okay, let me show you how to do the timing with Serilog. So yeah, so with that, it's very easy.
But automatically with the log, it gives the time and everything already. Oh, okay, you're talking about the seconds,
right? The
seconds,
times it took to process a method. Okay. Yes, it tell you the time it logged. It's different from the time it took to process the method. So with that, all you need to do is just to add a NuGet package. It's called Serilog timing. TIM. Yes, timings. This is it. Thank you. So with this, install.
Yeah, and logs, they live together.
Okay. So with Serilog timing, I'm coming. Where are you? With Serilog timing, I'm missing something now. I'm coming. I'll get it. Where are you? Okay. Yeah. So we can use this. Ctrl C. Okay. So with Serilog timing. So we can also use the using, but we have that timing. Ctrl K, Ctrl C. We have this timing NuGet package that we have. So with that now, all we need to do, this is a payment object. The same thing we did that time. Ctrl X. Put. This is a log. Everything. You have the payment ID. So probably we can just say, instead of this, let's just say payment. Let's say payments.id. Payment.id. Now, so just this, adding that, you remember when we were using the normal inbuilt logger, not using Serilog, you saw the plenty code we went to do, we went to add time, operation, extend it, and all of those. But with this one, just add Serilog timings. And with this, I'm going to comment out the dictionary so that we can see only just this log here. And when you run this, you will see that it will tell you, it will give you the log. Are you saying completed in 75 milliseconds? This is the first log. Just like this, you've added log. Then let me show you how to do something. I'm trying to be fast. Okay, so let me show you how to not log sensitive data. Okay, how to not log sensitive data. So now, remember, let me come back to this one. Look, just what I'm doing. Ctrl K, Ctrl C. Ctrl K, Ctrl C. Remember, we have the object. So let's just go back to this payment object here. Okay. So let me say payment object. So let me remove this. What am I doing? Okay. Ctrl V. Now put in payment. Now, let's say we have transaction pin here. Transaction. Let's even make it more elaborate. Ctrl D, Ctrl D. Let's say we have, normally you are not even supposed to log user email on logs. So let's say we have email. Then let's say we have the amount too. Then let's say we have int transaction pin. TRA. Okay, let's say trans pin. Now, let's say user email. Before you cry there. Okay. Okay. So now we have this user email. Let's say john@gmail.com. Then we have transaction pin. Let's say the pin is 1 2 3 4. Nice. Now, if we log this control, we log this. We have only one log now. Let's log this. You will see that they are logging everything. Email, which is John which should not happen. Transaction pin and all of those. So now, to do this, there is something called destructurama. Don't laugh at me. Let me show you.
Destructural what?
I pray. Okay, destruction. I've gotten it.
Destructurama.
Destructurama dot attributes.
Okay.
Yes. So add this. Okay. So we added destructurama, right? So just to use it, what it does is, with it we'll be able to. So when you add it, just add this attribute here on your login. I'm coming. Yeah. So with this now, watch what is going to happen. Remember before now, we logged someone's PIN and even email too. So what we can just do, we can just come to this email right now, right? And say Max. What's the name now? Max. Log maxed. Yeah. So just see what happens now. Log max. Okay.
That is log as color.
Log max. Why is it giving
Scalar
me?
then.
Don't worry. Oh, this AI will be doing what they not sending. Okay. So let's run this now and see. Just see what that does. Are you seeing?
Yeah.
Are you seeing? So with this alone, and it doesn't need to stop there. So you can actually do something like this on it. So with the email, you can say show first 3 characters.
Wow.
And show last 3. So with this, when you run it.
Are you teaching the tutorials?
No,
you should take that off for you. Like, do you know how many things I've learned today? To be honest, you can go ahead.
Go there, pause. Okay, so if you see, I'm showing the first 3 letters, showing the last 3 letters.
Wow.
And so with this, the same thing, you can even say preserve length equals to true. So with this, it will give you the actual length of the spelling of John, but all of them is in asterisk. So if you run this, I see.
Wow.
Yeah. So and with Max, you saw what it did. Then there is even something display. Okay, you can just put a text there. Why is this thing, the tab not doing me well today? Test, and just say, what was the test underscore maxed. And for the pin, this is what everybody will see when it's logged. Are you seeing it?
Wow.
Max. So with this alone, you should not log sensitive data.
This is good
into the
to be honest
application. So there is something else. There's something else I need to show. Okay. 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 So now there's even another way, right? This is easy, right? This is cool. This is very cool. It shows you that there's a data there.
And the mask now cannot be like, let's say a cow or something.
This is a test. This is
a log.
This is,
let's say if someone gets into your log,
they can't. You want to go to the words that I don't know how you want to do it, but this is actually a test. It's just like your pin that shows on your ATM star whatever you are pressing. You cannot erupt that star from it. So there's another thing you can do, right? You can even make, so okay, let's say you want this, you will forget doing it, right? You can do something, they call it destructure by transforming. So with that, let me show you what you do. So destructure by transforming, and you just do this like this, putting your payment objects there. So now payment with this, right? I'm going to remove, and let me comment out this control. Let me comment out this. Now let me complete this. So with this, you can just use the lambda equal to and just say new, and put in. Now what do you want to see in this payment? In this is the payment model. it has ID, it has amount, it has user email. You can just say x.id, comma, x.amount. Now, see, we are not using any marks here. Now watch what will happen. It's like PIN and email, they are not even existing. So at this point, you can make a sensitive object, transform it globally. So anybody that is going to log this, automatically it will look like you have just added what the exact thing you want to log. And when Serilog sees this, he knows that there is an object that has been assigned by transforming to, and what it does, it shows only what you permit.
So
here.
This by what's it called?
By transforming.
Yeah, by transforming. If I want to log more than one class,
more than one, yes, you can use it for multiple class.
I can use this structure,
yes, for
countless
multiple
times.
Yes, okay. For different type of for different classes now.
Yes.
So you can add it. So this is one. So you can. Oh, sorry. What do I? Why do I keep Control D? Do we have another object here? Let's see. Do we have another? Okay, we have this dictionary. No, dictionary is not an object. So let's do this. Control D.
I'll just change the name.
And payments too. So all we just need to do here is payments to. And this time let's just show PIN. For showing SQL and we showed PIN and email, user email. Now all we need to do is just to replicate this and put payments to here. Okay, we don't have okay, let's do Control D and call this our payment to, and we'll just put payment to here.
No, it will not get payment to, you know.
Yes,
the object 2 is different. New payment 2.
Oh, sorry, new payment 2. Thank you. Yeah, so that's it. So with this now, let's see what happens. Are you saying the first one logged ID and amount, the second one logged PIN and user email. So you can add it like that. Wow. You can even put it in a class
in a helper method.
Like, and attach it to this.
This is
okay. Then what else? I've talked about destruction. Okay, so let's just talk about adding Serilog, the last one, please. To
adding Serilog to what?
A web application. Okay, so just to see how you can, I just want to show how you can configure Serilog via
an API.
No, yes, via let's just add it. Okay, so this now I'm adding a web project and I'm adding a web API project. Let me see. Let me come down to make sure that they are not giving okay, I'm using controllers, I'm not using the minimal API. Okay, all I just need to do was the name. What name did I give it? Okay, let me just give it Serilog web application. Let me just put Serilog. Serilog web application. And you just do this and it's added. Yeah. So with this, let me show you something. Now, let me close all of this. Close. Now, with this, yeah, see, you may say that you will come here. If I run this application now, right, you will see that, how will I put it now? You will see that logs are, okay, I want to show you. You will see that no log or nothing log is set here, right? But when you come to the inbuilt controller, as in the controller that came just for testing purpose, you will see that log is here. Log, it logs this. So even when we can just add a log here and say, just see now, log out the log information and call it get weather forecast was called. Now if I run this application, I'm not using Serilog yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not using Serilog yet.
So
Oh,
what
sorry,
you
I'm
call
still
this?
running the console.
You've not changed it.
Yeah, so Serilog
Web application.
Yeah. So let me run that. You'll see. So I will have to call this.
You have to use Swagger.
Okay. Swagger enabled? No, don't worry. You will see the logs. You will see the logs. You'll see what it's called. So if you see this, this is where the application is listening on. Is listening on HTTPS. This. Okay. So now let's say we trigger the web
You know we are not seeing your postman.
I know you
Okay.
but you see the log.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when we trigger, you see a log. Now you will see our log, right? Look at Serilog. The get was formed. Now are you seeing this warning? Let me show you. This is our console. So with this now, when this is what I was talking about. See the default log level for your application normally. Then when it comes to the inbuilt Microsoft processes, this is the default log stuff. So I can do this now. Let me do this. Let me make this information. Let me make this information. So making this information now, I can restart this, stop and run. Now, once I make this information, you see that you will get a whole lot more logs. Are you seeing? Because what happened now is not giving me the information of that HTTP call I made. So it's bringing more logs for me, which means before now all of this runs, but the default was warning. So it was bringing only this warning log for me, but right now it's bringing so many information log. All of these are the HTTP process, the application is alive, developer, this. Now let's add Serilog to this. So to add Serilog to this application is very simple. Let's just come to get package and just say Serilog .asp.net core, right? Just add this. Now you have added this. Okay, if we run this, let's see whether you will see any log. Okay, these are still Microsoft logs working. Now we've not added any configuration or anything for what's the name now. So all we need to do is just these two, and we've transformed this application to just these two. So now this is using Serilog, just this, you'll see using Serilog here, adding this. Now with this, you are telling Serilog to read configuration from file, and this is where I'm coming to read the configuration from file. Now what is telling you to read the configuration from is here, and I will show you the Serilog configuration. It's a bit long, so I'm just going to copy it and put it for you. I have it here, Ctrl+C, and I will explain it, and Ctrl+V. Now what is happening here? The same thing you saw. The minimum level for your application log is information. The minimum level for ASP.NET processes is information. You can make this by default. The default is warning. Warning. I'm missing the spelling. WARNING. Yeah, warning. Okay, so now with this right to remember when we are using the console. So look at the console. We did it here. Right to. So the same thing. So but now on this one we are using properties to set our log. You are telling it to write to console app,
Mm-hmm.
and you're also telling it
To
to
write
write
to
to.
application inside.
But remember, we have not added our
Application insights.
we
Package.
and even console. So
Mhm.
remember, we need to add them. So sync our providers, add it on this, then also add app insight. But we don't have way to actually log to on app insight because all of this information here is not working.
Mm-hmm.
But I will show you. I promise to. So with this now, when we run this, you will see that automatically Serilog has taken hold of the entire log process for this application. I will show you, and I will show you something. Let me show that first. Then I will show something. Are you saying now is logging with Serilog? Remember, before, if you are observant, you see all our logs before we were doing log.log application. But when we changed to Serilog, it was now logger.information. But watch, because we did not make use of Serilog here. We made use of Serilog.asp.net core. So what that package does is it gives you the version of Serilog inbuilt for ASP. So you can see that on this one, it doesn't bother. We are still using the normal ASP.NET logger, but we are logging through Serilog. Yeah. So I'm coming. I'm almost done. Okay. So let me go back to my configuration. Okay. So with this, I added the console. Then I added also to App Insight. If supposing, yeah, supposing all of this configuration here, and by the way, you can get all of this
on
if
Azure.
you have a paid and you have
Azure
access
portal.
to Azure. Yes, you can just go to your App Insight, go to properties, and you'll be able to see these things to copy. All right.
I hope this your own is not working.
No, this is not working.
Okay.
This is not working. It's not working. So this is App Insight here. So then this another thing I want to tell you about is enrichers. What do? They just add more. Are you seeing how this log is? It's fine now. It's not fine. Are you seeing the time? The info. This is what enrichers does for you, right? Then now let's see. Let me go over here. Okay, this is what the enrichers do for you or does for you. What am I missing now? I'm missing one more thing. I want to show you how the last. Let me stop here. I want to show you how you can update your log info, as in change the log level of your application when it's running on production.
Okay.
So to do that, we need to actually do something very quick. Quick. We need to create a background app. I want something that can continuously be logging for me, right? I need something that can continuously be logging for me. So it's not hard, right? I'm just going to create a background service. Control C on this. So I'm just going to add a class, name it this background service, and I have the code. I'm just going to come here and copy. This is a normal background service
from .NET, right? Yeah, it's the inbuilt.
Yeah. So this is my background service. What does it do? All it does for me is to run log after every 1 second, right? It will run logs after every 1 second. Then the next thing I need to do, I need to register my background service. And to register it, all I need to do to register my background service is this. And I'm dropping it right here. Here. Okay. So let's register our background service here under this before logger. Or let's let's logger, then let's register our background service here. I'm coming. Control V. Oh, sorry. Control Z. I copied empty space. Control C. Control V. Control K. Control C. Now this is referencing our background service. Now with this, I want to do this on my app settings. I want to make this warning. Now Let me make this uppercase. So with this as warning, this background service is running. But remember, we are logging information. So we are not going to see, stop and restart. We are not going to see any log here. But log is actually coming every 1 seconds or every 1 second. So all I want to do, so I'm just trying to say, if this is your production application and probably you are stuck and you want to just quickly get a particular level of log for just a short time period, let's say 5 minutes or 3 minutes, all you need to do, this is my application, and this applies to your Azure Vault, your app secrets, your name it, wherever you can configure your application from, your web config, whatever it is. Now all you need to do, just see what I do here. Information. The application is running. I've not done anything. I've changed it to information. All I need to do is just to say Ctrl S, save it, and watch. Logs have started coming in. Logs have started coming in every 1 second. Every 1 second. And I just want it to stop. I'm just going to say W warning and say Ctrl S.
It stops.
And with this, I've collected log for a particular window. So you can do this, but we hope that a problem or something does not come up that will make you want to do this. But this can be a lifesaver once in a while.
Wow. This is really an in-depth conversations and topic. I never knew it's gonna be like this.
Even me.
I never knew logging. To be honest, I learned a lot from this.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming like with everything. So though you came with everything. you really outdid yourself and really showed the. I think you said you have 10 years experience. How many years experience do you have again? 25.
No, leave down one topic. This is just the normal basic, right?
Oh, it's not basic.
No, seriously. All of this is
basic, but it's not basic.
Yeah, no. So this is one thing I really tell junior developers, right? Is no matter what happens, no matter the framework, whatever, try. Just try one way or the other. And just try to understand some things in there, because so many things are being encapsulated, so many things are being hidden and just giving you the top level of it. If you can go down, and all of these are just normal basic. This thing has been here for a quite number of time, but seriously, many people don't. Many applications are really suffering because they are not as
logged.
Simple as structured logging is. It's even more stressful not to do structured logging. Going to do conversion of your class model. You can even by the way, just put in things you're not supposed to log in the application and all of those. It's even more stressful. If you follow structured logging, it's really going to be an easy one for you. Even your team is going to be easy finding logs, bugs in your logs, and even just seeing a way to improve your application. Because if you add time to all your critical processes, you will see that, okay, this particular process took 2 minutes. Why? And you see, maybe over time, you see that a couple of processes took over 2 minutes to run. That is not good. Why? And if it's to structure your query, your database query, or whatever it is, just to make sure that process, you will not know. Because our dev, when you build your application from dev, it's usually fast. This is my system. Nobody is dragging it with me. If I will run anything I want to run here, it will be fast. But by the time you push to the environment, you have thousands of people using the application almost the same time. Now that is where it's going to test the true,
picture and
everything for you, and things may just be happening that you don't have control. So if we can just follow the simple basis, not something big, it's not big, just the simple basis of logging. Be it you are using Serilog, be it you are using the normal ASP.NET Logger, whatever it is, just follow the basis and it's going to help us.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right. Thank you for the in-depth should I say insight? It was just insightful. Let me just say it's insightful, and I don't know if Blessing was saying.
Yeah, I would like to say I'm not a developer, as you can see, and you know, I am not. But I have picked 1 or 2 points from what you said.
Thank you.
And it's really insightful for me.
Oh, thank you.
She's a project manager, so you see what we are going through.
Yeah.
See, no, at least now you can see it. So
from now I can see it. So now
you not be stressing us.
Yeah, I understand. And also, if we see any sensitive information out there, we're going to be like, why is it there? Why are you not using Cerilog to mask it?
Hey,
so why are you not using
Okay.
So I really learned that. I'm actually putting those words together to understand. Thank you, and you're welcome for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So, but you know, you look like a Yoruba guy. Have you heard of that before?
They actually say I look like Mr. Macaroni.
Yes, that's true. To be honest, do you know him? Like, I mean, are you guys family or something?
No, we are not. I've been stopped like more than 4 to 5 times on the way out. Mr. Macaroni's brother, Mr. Macaroni's brother. I'm not told. Yeah, but
rich tech bro, you can, it's not because we're not coming to come. All right, thank you so much. I hope we'll bring you again so that you can. I don't know the topic you're going to give us, but
another topic. Maybe I'll thank you for having me. I'm really happy. Like I'm not sure. I've not done. I've tutored before, but like something like this, I've not.
No, not okay.
This is my first time.
Oh, all right. Thank you. I'm very me will be developer, so I still learn something today. So yeah, I know you would definitely pick 1 or 2 things from this section. So do you have any social media handle you'd like to share to our audience? Could be your LinkedIn or
you can reach me on LinkedIn _ Ebruski. EB
for LinkedIn.
Yes, on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Ebruski. EBRUSKI.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just the short form of my name or my native name. Ebruweyo. I pray you can pronounce it.
That's from which state?
That's from Delta State.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Is that all? Just LinkedIn?
Yeah, LinkedIn. Then
are you on X?
Yes, I'm on X. I think _ the Barnabas.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's great. All right. Thank you for watching, and I believe you would take 1 or 2 things out of this section because I do. And until we meet again, I remain your girl Chazi. And my co-host, Blessing.
Yeah. Stone.
Thank you.
Bye. Well.
Bye.